Hi, welcome to Driving TV, and I hope you are well. In this video, I like to talk to you about why do we check the mirror? Why do we have to check the mirror before any change of speed? So before we do any change, whether we increase the speed or we decrease the speed, we look at the mirror first. Before slowing down, we look at the mirror. Why? To see who's behind. Also, we look at the mirror before we increase the speed. Now let's talk about those two. So why do we look at the mirror before slowing down? And if we do look at the mirror and there is already a problem, there is a car very close to us, what are we going to do? Are we not going to brake? Because this is a question asked by many learners to me when I'm giving lessons, is that if there is a problem, I look at the mirror to brake, but then I look at the mirror, there's a car behind very close. What am I going to do? Am I not going to brake? And if I'm going to brake anyway, what is the point of me looking at the mirror? Because I'm going to brake anyway. So let's answer that first before we talk about why do you look at the mirror before increasing. If you are learning and you need help on learning and passing the driving test, don't forget to take the advantage of our online course. The course gives everything a learner needs to learn to drive and to pass the driving test. It has everything a learner needs. I will leave a link on the description for you to have a look. Have a look and see and read, and if you like it, you could always join the course. So you're driving along and there is a problem ahead. Maybe a car in front is about to brake, or you see a problem, maybe traffic light is changing, or maybe the traffic light is already red, or maybe somebody is about to cross the road. So you look at the mirror first because you know that you have to slow down in a minute. So you look at the mirror and you see there is a car very close to you, very close. If you brake, they might go back of you. So what are you going to do? You have to brake because there is a problem. Also, the car behind is very close. So what are you going to do? Now you looked at the mirror, the car behind is very close. What do? You cover the brake and you touch the brake. If you touch the brake, what happens? The car behind knows that you are braking. There is a problem ahead. You're just touching, so you haven't braked yet. You're just touching the brake, red light comes on. Soon as the car behind sees the red light, naturally what are they going to do? They're going to start braking. When they start to brake, what happens to the gap? The gap gets bigger. The gap between your car and the car behind gets bigger. Then what do? Then you press a bit harder to brake. So by you covering and touching, you just gave them a notice. They braked and now you braked harder. If you didn't look at the mirror, you probably would have braked hard and they would have gone back of you. Can you see why we look at the mirror? Because if you didn't look at the mirror, you would have braked, the car behind would have gone back of you. But because you looked at the mirror, you knew there is a problem. What did? You gave them a choice by touching the brake. You gave them a notice. You gave them a warning. And that helped them to brake, make the gap bigger, and then you braked. So can you see the reason why you need to look at the mirror before braking? Because if there is a problem, you could help the car behind, you could help yourself. Okay? I hope you understand the reason. Now let's talk about before giving gas, why do we look at the mirror? Because we know before braking, we look at the mirror because we need to see who's behind. If we brake, it's affecting the car behind because we are slowing down. So if we increase the speed, what's the problem for the car behind? Because we are increasing. We're not going to give them a problem. So why do we look at the mirror? Why? Because, so say you want to increase the speed. So before you increase, you look at the mirror. You look at the top mirror and you see a car is about to overtake. What are you going to do? Are you going to give gas? You're not going to increase, are you? Because the car is about to overtake and you're trying to increase the speed. What's going to happen? Can you see the problem? So you look at the mirror before increasing and there is a car is about to overtake, you're not going to give gas, are you? Can you see the problem if you increase? So because you looked at the mirror, now you know there is a car overtaking, you will wait until the car overtook, then increase. If you didn't look at the mirror, what would happen? You probably will increase, the car is overtaking, there could be a car coming from the front, what's going to happen? So can you see the problem if you don't look at the mirror? And can you see the benefits, the safety if you look at the mirror? And this is why I always say that always know the reasons why we do things on the road when we are driving. Why do we look at the mirror? Why do we cover the brake and then touch the brake slowly? Why do we use the right lane to go right on the roundabout, left lane to go left and ahead on the roundabout? All of those things, there's a reason behind it. There's a research, they studied before those reasons are given to us to use them as a driver. You might not agree, but you haven't done any research, you haven't done any study to give your opinion. These people who gave those reasons for us to do those things on the road as a driver is because they've done study on those things. They've done research on those things. You haven't. So they know why you need to do those. Can you see those mirror I just explained? Can you see the reasons? Can you see the benefit? Can you see the safeties? Why we need to do those? And this is why I always say that as a driver, always know the reasons why you are doing a thing that you need to do. So whatever you do, you've been told by your driving instructor, make sure you know the reason behind it, why you need to do it. That way, you will know the importance, why you are doing it. That way, that will become an important for you to do, and you will never forget that. Because when you feel a thing, it is important for you to do, it is harder for you to forget. If you know the importance, the reason behind it, you will do it all the time because you know the importance, you know the reason, you know why you need to do it. So I hope this video helps. And if you need any help on learning to drive and to pass your driving test, don't forget to take the advantage of our online course, which gives everything a learner needs to learn to drive and to pass your driving test. I will leave a link on the description for you to have a look. Have a look and see, and if you like it, you could always join the course. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, please do give a thumbs up. Also, please do make a comment if you knew the reasons why we look at the mirror. If you knew the importance of looking at the mirror. I love to read your thoughts and your comment. And if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe so don't miss any of my future videos, and hope to see you again on the next video. Bye for now.